Welcome to another exciting episode of the $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Papergoy.
And I'm Mr. Magazine.
And I think one of the beauties of this channel, Mr. Magazine, is that you and I are both successful, handsome. Yeah. I can say it with a straight face. And we do things often quite differently.
Yes.
And I believe that...
Like you talk loudly and I talk softly.
That would be one way. I believe that when I bring this up, I believe you're going to do the opposite of what I do.
Okay.
So you're listing your items.
Yep.
Do you list where they're hot, the site that's hot, or the site that's cold, and why?
Well, I guess, unless, I don't know what I'm doing, I would list on the site that's hot because you want the item to sell. If you put it on a site that's cold, I would imagine it would be hard to sell.
I guess my point is, though, an established site.
Because that's what I'm doing right now with eBay being cold. I'm putting things on Amazon for more than one reason. Amazon's not cold, but it's average right now. It's the time of year. But also, things sell for more money. Certain things will sell for more money on Amazon. I don't have to take low offers. If I want $50, I'm going to get $50 for it.
And it's faster to list.
Yeah, exactly. So I've been doing a lot more. And, we used to sell 10-to-1 magazines on eBay compared to Amazon. Now it's the other way around. So, I guess if something's cold and I put all that stuff onto eBay, I'm sure I would get some sales, maybe more sales, because some of the Amazon's long-term for the pricing because it's a little higher. But, again, you're selling stuff a lot cheaper. You're getting lowball offers. You got to deal with that. So, I'm actually doing that. I'm putting in the hot, if Amazon's a hot site, I'm putting it on there. If it's Christmas season and I got unopened toys, I'm putting it on Amazon.
Yep, and I do it the opposite way. Now, of course, for this to work, it has to be a site that has some traction. It's not like I'm sitting there and nothing against BidStart or any of those sites. I don't even know what sites are still out there. Nothing against a site like that you sell 3 things every year on. Mm-hmm. Well, no, obviously I'm not going to pile up things on that site because, Biblio, I sell very few things on. It's not like I'm going to say, I'm going to take everything I own and put it all on Biblio because, no, Biblio is kind of where I put things that don't sell on whatnot type deal just to fill them in to get them listed somewhere so that they're out of my way.
Sure.
But basically between eBay and Amazon, those are the 2 big sites that I tend to list on. If eBay is going great guns, I start to list more stuff on Amazon, which may seem counterintuitive to you.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to smooth things out because in my mind, I know that eventually Amazon will pick back up. And so I've got to get to stuff on Amazon. Yeah, it's not going to sell today or tomorrow, but in 6 months, when eBay's dead, it'll be selling on Amazon.
Right.
And then I'll jump onto eBay to try to jumpstart eBay. So I want everything humming along at a normal rate, whereas it seems like you want whatever site to be going really, really well, and that's the one you're going to put everything into.
Yeah.
And it's just a different way of doing it on that. And I think one of the reasons why is because you may have different money needs than I have. You have a bigger nut than I have every month.
Sure.
So you have to list where it's hot.
My payroll's at an all-time high with sales being like, the way it is. It is what it is. We need some listers. We got a couple pullers and a couple packers. So, definitely got to pay the warehouse, mortgage there. You got to pay the employees, so buying inventory. So, it's definitely tough to juggle. But, I go with the hotter side.
The hot hand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. And I tend to go the other way because my expectation is both sites are going to be around long term.
Yeah, and I've been giving eBay a little chance over the last couple of years, maybe since 2023 January when it started to dip. But how long can you give it that chance? So we put a bunch of stuff on, and it's almost like the older stuff is only selling if it's cheap, and the newer stuff is selling because it's good and oddball and new, but we still can't get a good mix of the old stuff selling to raise our sales up, and we don't have enough good new stuff that we're putting on regularly to generate more sales that way. So eBay is a tough one right now, but hopefully it'll come back. I can't see it coming back for a while, and a lot of people are having the same issue as me.
Well, let me ask you another question then, while we have a moment.
Okay.
Could it be a self-fulfilling prophecy?
I don't know. Could it be?
That eBay's slow, so you put less time and effort into it,
Right.
which then causes eBay to remain slower, maybe even possibly become slower.
Yeah.
And you don't list on it because you're like, oh, eBay's dead, and then it becomes even slower.
Yeah, it's certainly part of it, Yeah, obviously, if we had more people listing stuff on there, we're going to get more, traction. We're going to get more people coming there. But again, it's going to, it's people that want to buy, $10 items for $5, $20 items for $8. So, like I said, if we have loose GI Joes that are worth $20 to $50, we're obviously going with eBay. If we have autographed items and stuff like that, we're going with eBay. Certain sports cards, if it's $20, $30 magazines, probably not now. It's just the way it is. Even expensive sports cards, if they're on Amazon's database, if it's in their database, it might go that way with it. So it all depends. We put some thought into it to see where we're going to get a sale or the most money out of an item. It's just unfortunate eBay's not where we want it to be. We have 200,000 items. One day this week we sold 20. It should be 200 or 100. So.
What were you doing when everything was going great guns over there?
Oh, we're putting everything into eBay.
No. Item-wise. Sales.
Oh, sales were triple probably.
60 items?
Oh, no. Probably close to 80.
80 items?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say on average, yeah. Christmas was never a big time for eBay ever for me. It was always Amazon. But eBay was steady for years. Obviously, COVID peaked. And then after that, I think we had one good year after COVID. And then it just dipped the last couple of years.
Right. Yeah, so do comment down below if you could, whether you go with the hot hand or if you go the long term that, well, the other one will turn around at some point, so now is the time to try to jumpstart that. Both are viable. We both make money doing it the way that we do it, even though we seem to do completely opposite things. Do hit the like button. I think we all can agree on that, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. And we will see you next video.
Take care. Bye-bye.